Hey friends, my name is Oleg, this is Mr. Bond. In today's video we're going to share with you our EDC or everyday carry. I will also tell you what was my #1 most worn watch of this year. Over the last year I've been watching a lot of these EDC videos, got into the rabbit hole. There are so many YouTube videos and YouTube channels about everyday carry, and they have all these little things that are cool to look at and touch, and just, I don't know, something about it I really like. I want to share my EDC with you guys. The first item I want to share is my phone. Nothing too exciting about this. It's just an iPhone 12 Pro, I think. I'm in the Apple ecosystem. It also takes great photos. I post a lot of photos on Instagram from this phone. And yes, I do carry it around with no case, with no screen protection. I know I'm a bit of a bad boy. The next item is this Apple Wallet. I promise it's not going to be all Apple stuff. It'll just have 3 Apple items. So this is the second one out of 3. I carried around a bunch of different wallets, but I really like this one because it sticks to the back of the phone. It's pretty secure when you stick it on. It is also satisfying. That feels good. And once it's on pretty securely. As you can see, I'm shaking this fairly hard and it stays on. So I quite like this setup. Here I just give my ID and 1 credit card. That's enough. The next and last Apple item that I will feature in this video are AirPods. Really love these things. They stay in my ear pretty well. I think these are the Pro version. What I like about them is that they do have noise cancellation, so working out in them is super convenient. I also like to listen to a lot of audiobooks, so this is one of the items that is pretty much always in my pocket. Now this one might be a little controversial. I do wear a Fitbit on my right wrist and I do wear a watch on my left wrist. It kind of looks like I'm wearing 2 watches, but the Fitbit can pass off as a bracelet. I wear it mainly for fitness reasons. I like to track how many steps I take in a day. I also like to track my sleep. And last but not least is of course a wristwatch. I always have a wristwatch on, unless I'm sleeping. I'm not one of those people that actually sleeps with a watch. I know some of you guys are. I don't know how you do it. I tried, I couldn't. So anyways, the watch that I'm showcasing today is Rolex GMT Master 2. This was my grail watch. This is my dream watch. This is my favorite watch. And it's actually the second most worn watch in my collection. Yes, there is a watch in my collection that I wear more than this Rolex. I'm gonna get to that watch at the end of this video. The watch that's my most worn watch will most likely surprise you. Actually, no cheating. Pause the video right now and leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think is my most worn watch. I'm gonna give you a hint. It's an affordable timepiece. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Leave your comment in the comment section below. Let's see if you were right. But no cheating. Gentleman's honor. All right, I'm just gonna put this back on. Okay, moving on. I have this little green bag, pouch, whatever you want to call it. I bought this one on AliExpress. I also think they sell them on Amazon. It was like $10 or something like that. And I really like having this because this carries most of my other smaller EDC items. The items that I featured so far are the items that are either in my pocket or on my wrist. This carries all the loose things that I can't really fit into my pocket. Otherwise my pockets would just be bulging out. So what I do, I keep this on the shelf by the door. If I'm leaving to go somewhere, just grab this, throw it in a car, and I always have it on me. Or if I go somewhere without the car, throw this in my backpack. This pretty much is always on me. As I said, I watched quite a few of these EDC videos, and honestly some of them are a bit of an overkill. I think mine is fairly minimal and fairly affordable compared to others. So the very first item that you see in here is a pan. Now this is not one of those super tactical pans that writes in space or whatever. It's just a simple pan from Staples. I really like how this writes, and it writes sort of like a Sharpie. So it's one of those things that's always in the bag. The next thing up is a flashlight, and a pan. Things that you need in emergency situations. No one ever has a pan, no one ever has a flashlight other than on their phone. So having these 2 items comes pretty clutch in certain situations. Next up, something that's not very sexy to talk about, just some hand sanitizer. It's just one of those things that's always good to have. I usually have one in my car, but having one in a bag doesn't hurt. Next up are my eye drops. I carry eye drops with me pretty much everywhere I go because after my laser eye surgery, I have dry eyes. Next up, again, not a very sexy item, but an item that every EDC bag should have are some band-aids. So I have this big band-aid here, and I also have these couple of smaller band-aids. You never know when you're gonna get a cut, you never know where you're gonna get a scrape. It's just a good idea to carry them with you. Next item is the spring bar removal tool slash watch resizing tool. This one here is a fairly cheap one. It's not one of those fancy expensive ones, but it is compact enough. It also came in this carrying case. I think I got this for free with one of the straps that I bought in the past, or maybe one of the watches that I bought in the past. I definitely did not buy this, but it is pretty much always with me. Next up is a lighter. So this one I bought from AliExpress once again. I will try to leave links to all the items that I feature in this video in the description below. Some of the items I might not be able to find links for, but I'll do my best. So anyways, this lighter here, I actually don't smoke cigarettes, but I do like a good cigar once in a while. And what I like about this lighter specifically, that it has a cigar cutter feature. I usually don't like this type of a cut on a cigar, but again, in a clutch for everyday carry, this will do the trick. It is one of those torch lighters. Ooh, that looks good. Makes me feel very manly carrying this around. And on top of having a lighter for my cigars, it's also just a good idea to have a lighter on you. The next couple of items in the bag are A, some Advil. You never know when you're gonna get a headache. And B, this Swiss Army knife. Now, I know EDC community is all about pocket knives. There are little flip out knives. There are spring loaded or spring assisted knives. By the way, in Canada, very illegal to carry that around. I mean, it's not very illegal, but it's kind of illegal. I shouldn't be really carrying a spring loaded knife with me. And I found that a simple Swiss Army knife will get the job done. It has a lot of other attachments, and I primarily use the knife to open packages anyways. So this one here would do the trick. Plus it has a prop, it has a little screwdriver function, it has everything that I need. And that's pretty much it, except for one more item, and that's a microfiber cloth. I don't need to explain to you why you need a microfiber cloth. Of course, you need it for sunglasses, but I personally also use it when I take pictures of the watch. Just give it a good little wipe there, and the watch is photo or video ready. And that's pretty much it for my EDC, my everyday carry. I am still looking to upgrade and kind of change up the setup, the carry as I go along in the future. So leave your suggestions in the comment section below. Let me know what else I should add or maybe take away from this EDC. I'm always looking for some good tips. Now it's time to reveal my #1 most worn watch of 2021. And it's my G-Shock, the GA2100. Now it's modded, but even before it was modded, this was my #1 most worn watch. And that's because I wear a watch when I go to the gym. Yes, I wear a Fitbit, but I also like to wear a watch. It just doesn't feel comfortable having that naked wrist. Pretty much 4 or 5 times a week, I go to the gym and I wear this watch, and that's how it became my most worn watch of 2021. It's probably the best investment watch that I've made, also because it's not very expensive and it's getting a lot of wrist time. So money spent versus how much enjoyment you get from the watch, I think this would be the winner of that as well. That's it. That's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We release new videos every week. By the way, today on my wrist, of course, I'm wearing my Rolex Gym Team Master 2. I already featured it. You know all about it. There is a full review of this watch. That video can be found on the YouTube channel. I will also leave it linked in the description below. Also, in the description below, there are a couple of other links. There's a link to bondnailstraps.com, and there is a secret link. Have a look if you're curious. Thanks for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. What's your favorite EDC? Is it the phone? Not the phone? Is it this? Yeah, I think it's this bag. Good choice. It has a lot of stuff inside. It's got some important, cool stuff.